Hi everybody in YouTube channel. This is Variantistic and we're here to make a comparison between two phones that are actually made by one company. It's a Samsung and we got the Samsung Galaxy Grande Prime and we have the Samsung Galaxy Core Prime. Let's gonna see how the Core Prime gonna be compared with the Grande Prime. Let's gonna find out. Let me start with the design now. As you guys can see now, the both phones goes with the same design language here. The power from here. If you look on the phones from all the side, you're gonna see everything's about the same. So there is no big deal or no big difference when we talk about the design in these phones actually, except two things. The same thickness, and the Grande weigh more, which is 156 gram and 130 gram for the Core Prime. So the Core Prime actually it's lighter phone and a smaller screen actually. Other than that, as a design phone, no big difference. Display is very important actually. Just to be fair enough, now the Grande Prime has a little bit difference in the specification. First of all, it's a 5-inch, which is bigger, and 4.5-inch for the Core Prime. This is just a demo video. I'm trying just to let you guys see the difference in the display, which is, I know it's hard to tell what is the difference here, but I'm just looking to the both phones and I can tell there is only a little bit more resolution and a little bit color for the Grande Prime. Not that big difference at all, because the resolution in the phone is a 540 x 960 for the Grande and the Core 480 x 800, and the PPI 207 for a Core, and the Grande is going to be 220. Not too much difference here, but believe me guys, when you grab two phones in your hand, you're going to be able to see that the Samsung Grande Prime has slightly better display. Other than that, I don't see big difference. UI is going to be Lollipop Android. It's going to be pre-installed in the phone 5.1 in both devices. So when you purchase the Metro PCS version, actually you're going to be expecting to get the Lollipop. Other than international, just if somebody else watching this video, these ones come with KitKat Android, but the Metro PCS T-Mobile versions come out of the box with 5.1, and it's actually they're going to be a 4G LTE, and they got the Samsung TouchWiz. As you guys can see, there is no big difference here in the UI at all. They're very identical, as you guys can be noticing here. Same toggles, same notification, same features, actually no big advantage at all. No doubt that the Samsung Galaxy Grande Prime has a better battery. It's 600 milliamp hour difference here, with the both phones about the same specification. So I've been using both and I found the Grande Prime, it's really lasts more. Also both has the power saving, the ultra saving mode, which is I find this is very helpful in case if you don't have power in your phone and you need to save some till you get your house and recharge your phone or stuff like that. But as a battery lifetime, I find it very good in the Grande Prime. 2600 milliamp hour for 5-inch display. This is actually acceptable. And also in both phones, you can take that back off and actually pop the battery and get it replaced, or you can carry a spare one if you want. I just launched the Geekbench Mark III to test the hardware of the phones and see which one gonna give us better results. But during this time, we're gonna just talk about the specifications, which is both have the same exact Snapdragon 410 and 1.2 quad-core processor made from Cortex, which is about the same specification. The only two things in the hardware I found them different. Actually, the Grande Prime has a little bit more of RAM, 1.5, and the Core only 1 GB of RAM. RAM in these such a phones, you just have only actually this processor, and you have 8 GB of internal storage in both. 4 GB, this is after everything pre-installed. That's not too much, but equal with these phones here. Same internal storage, half gig of RAM difference. In my opinion, is not big deal because it's still the iPhone 6 running with 1 gigabyte of RAM. And just to see the results here, it's gonna be popping up any time in any minutes. It's the same thing, and it's actually the same results here. 471 for the single core, 1458, and 471 1453. So they actually go with the same direction here. No advantage at all. I mean, to play games, and even the GPU, all kind of hardware, it's gonna be the same exactly in these two phones. Finally, we have the camera here. Actually, the camera in the Grande Prime has a little bit more advantage. First of all, the front-facing camera, it's a 5 megapixel, and you have on the back 8 megapixel camera flash, which is about the same here, but you have 2 megapixel and you have 5, and you have just a little bit difference on the camera application. Let me just launch them at the same time. As you guys can see here, is very identical here. I mean, you have the same, even the software here, but you have a little bit more here when you go to the mode with the Grande Prime, and the sensor is a little bit better. So same specification, but you know, more in megabytes and more, as you guys can see. I mean, you have the panorama, and you have continuous shots and beauty phase sound shot sport. This is what you can find with a camera for the core. And you have a little bit more here, you know, you have the same thing, but you got the rear cam selfie. So, and you can put two cameras working at the same time, the back and the front. And you have the sound shot, which is, you don't have this sport night mode. Actually, that's give you more light, so you can take better pictures during the night time. And you get HDR. This is very important, which is you can get it with the Core Prime. Actually, not big difference in the pictures quality, especially with the daytime. At night, you might be use the night mode or HDR. Helps a little bit with a little bit better sensor for the Grande Prime. But other than that, if you need a high quality camera, you might need to go with the different devices actually. But here just a few differences here, and you have 5 megapixel, 2 megapixel. Selfie lover, they might be like the Grande a little bit more. Another important thing here is going to be the money that you gotta be spending in these phones. That will be that right this moment, $80 difference. The Grande, you have to pay $80 more than what you're gonna pay for the Core Prime. So you guys gonna think about that. I mean, a little bit bigger screen, little bit camera, half gig of RAM difference. You know, not too much differences here, but there is a big difference in the money that you're gonna spend. Anyways, that was my comparison for today. Wish you guys enjoy the comparison and find it helpful to take the decision when you purchase any phones, or which one you want to pick. It's up to you actually. And you guys know the drill. All you can give me a thumbs up if you like, and you can subscribe for more videos. I will catch you in the next one. Thank you.